Hi guys, today I am going to do a little get ready with me. I feel like I say this every time, but it's been a minute since I've done a get ready with me. Life is so busy, man. Life is busy. It is. But today I'm going to use the Stone Cold Fox palette. This is my favorite palette. I've had this longer than most of my palettes, and she doesn't get the love that she deserves. I recently did a palette tag with Leanna Dalton as a collab, and I talked about this. And so I was like, you know what? It's been, since I've filmed with this, it's been over a year, maybe longer than that. My second video I ever did was with this, I believe. She's very dirty. I actually cleaned her up. I did. But this is what she looks like. If you don't know what the Stone Cold Fox palette looks like, it is such a beautiful, cool, neutral color story. Like, it's amazing. So if you want to chit chat with me and see what look I create with this beautiful palette, then stick around. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Andi. I'm really happy that you're here. I think I'm going to do my eyes first. I don't usually do that, but I think I'm going to do my eyes first. And I'm wondering about the lighting. I don't normally film in the daylight because I'm nocturnal. So I don't know how this light back here is going to affect. I feel like every time this is the Ace Beauté eyeshadow primer. But I feel like every time I move, you get like a flash. Okay, maybe not. Okay. I'm going to put the side of my hair back a little bit so that I can see what I'm doing. My face looks red. It does look red, doesn't it? I feel like it looks red. Okay, I am going to start off with the shade Luxe right here. It is just a light matte shade, and I'm just going to use that to set my lid. I feel like this eyeshadow primer works better. I feel like the eyeshadow goes on better if I set this primer down. Does that make sense? I'm just using a flat-ish kind of brush to do that. I believe this is an Avon brush. I've had it forever. I don't know which shades I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use mostly these rosy shades and taupey, like taupey pink shades over here. I think I'm going to use those. Yeah. So I'm going to go into Stranger, which is this shade right here. I just realized that, because I normally do this eye on camera and then this eye off camera, like I cut that out so that it's not a huge video. But I have my mirror over here because if I put it in front of my camera, it's bright and all of that. So I just realized I was doing this eye like this, talking to you guys. What does that do? That doesn't do anything. So let's go over here. I'm going to use that shade in my transition. I like to tap, tap, tap my transition shade. And then I will go through and swipe because I have wrinkly eyelids. They're crepey and wrinkly. And if I just go in with the windshield wiper motion, it's skippy. Does that make sense? It's very skippy. And it doesn't look very nice. Okay, now I'm going to go into Ghost Town, which is here. And I'm going to put that a little lower, just right above the crease. You guys, it's September. Like, I'm having a hard time with this. I know everyone loves fall, and I do too. I do love fall. I love the colors. I love the shades of makeup and, the colors of clothing and the type of clothing. We just don't get along fall here. And that just, it's inevitably winter, and I can't with that. You guys, I hate winter. I do. Oh, that's really nice. I like that so much. I love this palette. I don't know why I don't use it more. I don't use it more because I have way too freaking many. That's why. That's why. I'm going to go back into that Stranger shade, and I'm going to blend that, the top of that out. Like I could use a different palette every day for like half the year. And I'm not bragging, you guys. That's bad. I just love them. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. I was watching Jennifer Loves Makeup the other day, and she did her monthly palettes, 31 palettes in 31 days. She used a different palette for every day, and I freaking loved that. I loved that. I loved seeing it. I loved hearing her little speed reviews. That was awesome. Okay, we're going to go into a crease shade. I'm going to use this shade called Gravity Hill right here in my crease, just to deepen that up a little bit. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to winter. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. I am going to take this brush right here, and it doesn't have anything on it. I'm just going to blend up here. But I like that. Man, it's been so long since I've used this palette, and I love it so much. I was doing it again. I was over here like this. Oh my gosh, you guys, I need to put my mirror on that side. I'm going to take that Gravity Hill, and I'm going to put it on the outer part of my lid and just blend all this out. Anthony and I are going to dinner somewhere. We're having a date night. The last 2 nights we've had dinner with my mom and Bailey, which is lovely. I love it. But we're so used to like being by ourselves. You know, Bailey moved back in, and it's been a little adjustment. Not that it's been bad. I've loved having her here. I've loved having her here. She's been recuperating from her surgery. Let me go to the next shade, and then I will update you on that, because I have had a lot of people ask me, which is so sweet. So sweet. All right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to take that smaller brush that I just had, a crease brush. I'm going to clean it off. And then I'm going to go into this shade called Obsidian. This one right here. And I'm going to put that in my outer corner to deepen that up. So Bailey is doing great. She felt instant relief. If you don't know, my daughter had spinal surgery on the 9th of August. And it was really scary because, you know, anytime you're working around your spine, that's scary. And, you know, the release that you have to sign is like, oh my gosh. But she's doing really well. Like I said, instant relief. And unfortunately, she wants to get up and do things because she feels so much better than she has since February. She was in a car accident in February. She was rear-ended by a woman that was on her phone. She was stopped at a light, traffic light, and the woman was going about 45 miles an hour down a residential street and hit her. And this woman was on her phone, and she had kids in the car. Like, seriously, people, be self-aware. People aren't self-aware anymore. And so ever since then, she's had back problems. She had to quit her job as an STNA. She had to quit her job. I'm going to go back into that Stranger that I used first and just blend all of this again. So she had to quit her job because she couldn't lift patients anymore. So everything just really screwed with her. She had to quit school. She had to quit some nursing school because she couldn't drive back and forth because her car was jacked. They totaled her car. They totaled it. They gave her $2,500 for it. try to find a used car for $2,500 anywhere. So she was using my car sometimes. This was before she moved back in. So it's just been, she's been in a lot of pain. Long story short, too late. She's been in a lot of pain. So she feels instantly better, but she has a 9 to 12 week recovery period. She's not supposed to do anything until her first follow-up appointment, which is not until the 12th of this month. And she wants to do all the things. Like she feels better. Like she wanted to clean her room the other day. I'm like, Bailey, you can't lift anything. You can't lift anything. All right. That's just me being a mom, you guys. I'm just like, no. All right, I am going to go into this shade called Nice Guy right here. It is a shimmer, and it's GNEISS, nice. I think that's kind of a rock or something. Let me ask you guys, for those of you that do watch panning videos, do you watch the pan that eyeshadow palette, pan that palette? That's where someone they choose a palette and they take the year to finish the palette as much as they can. Now they will franken some shades. So if there's a shade that they don't particularly like, they'll like take it out and mix it with something else. If you don't know what frankening is, I do have a video of me frankening a bronzer. I will link that up in the cards up here. I'm thinking about doing that, but I'm not going to do monthly updates. I think I'm going to do quarterly updates because I do enjoy using other palettes, but I think I'm going to do that. Let me know what you think about that. Like, do you like to watch that? Do you like to watch those updates? I think it's exciting to use an entire palette. I mean, some people are doing a baby pan that palette, so they're using like a 4-pan, a 3-pan, a 4-pan, just a mini eyeshadow. And I thought about doing that, but I think I've already picked out the one I want to do. And I'm not telling you what it is yet. First of all, I haven't decided. All right, now I'm going to go into this mystery shade. Yeah, I'm going to go into this mystery shade right here. So yeah, I'm thinking about that. I think I'm going to pick up one more project at the first of the year. I was going to do, they had a couple of this past year, and I guess years past, they had a couple of panning projects that were spooky related, like how they started around Halloween. And one of them was called Paranormal Pantivity. And the other one was, I can't remember the other one called. What the other one was called. And then, well, it's still going on. And then there's one that's starts on Stephen King's birthday or ends on Stephen King's birthday. Or it's called King of Horror. And all of the prompts are his books. And I was a huge Stephen King fan. Like, I still am. I think he's an amazing author. I just don't read that type of... I don't read this type of books anymore, and I don't know why. I just kind of got away from him. I'm more like murder mystery, gritty murder mystery than horror. I'm like not... But, you know, two of my top 3 movies were Stephen King books. Shawshank was a short story, actually. It was called Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. And I fell in love with that. So when they made the movie from it, I was like, yes, yes. I went up a little high with my shimmer that I really didn't want to do. So I'm going to go back into that shade called Stranger. Actually, I think I'm going to go back into the shade Gravity. And put that up here. I think, like I said, I think that was my second video I ever did. So you guys, I'm not even going to link it because it's so bad. It's so bad, but you know what? I left it up there because I want to see, you know, sometimes it's good to look back and see where you started. My mirror. Oh, and I had someone ask me, Julie? Did Julie ask me? If I had found a mirror, I can't speak. If I had found a mirror that I like, and I have found a mirror, but no, I do not like it. It's round. It's this big. It's like, I can't see my hair. I gotta be able to see my hair if I'm getting ready. So I have to go into the bathroom and finish up my hair and do all that. And I would rather do it here. I'd rather do it sitting here. Okay, we're gonna do face makeup. This is gonna be a long get ready with me again. I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do a long get ready with me. People don't want to sit and watch through 45 minutes of get ready with me. People won't watch a whole 8-minute video. I'm just saying. Okay, I put my hair up because I'm doing face makeup. I do have my primer on. I used the So Susan Skin Spectre Pore Camouflage Primer. I like this. I do like this. I wouldn't repurchase it because it's probably expensive if they even make a full size. This is a mini, I'm sure. It came in my So Susan bag. Those are supposed to be full size. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and go with my e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is in the shade 4. You guys, this room. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm painting soon, you guys. I'm painting soon. I know that people have said they really like the purple walls, but I don't think they're for everyone. They're definitely not for me. This was my daughter's room when she was a child, before she moved into the room that I used to film in. Because we did a whole glow up in that room. So yes, I was going to use some paint that we already have here, left over from that room. But Sherwin-Williams is having 40% off sale, starting the 15th. I'm going to use my Misha. This is Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. It is in shade 27. It is a little light for me right now because it's summer and I love the sun. Just saying, don't hate on me. But I am going to tint it with this NARS light reflecting because it is in the shade medium deep, tan deep, medium deep. I got this in like a little bundle from Ulta when I did a purchase. It is entirely too deep for my skin tone. So I'm just going to mix those. I just like mix them together. Mix them together on my little palette. Ooh, that's more liquidy than I'm used to. I'm used to the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. Oh, you guys, I'm going to take my Flexitarian and I'm going to underpaint a little bit. There, I just do that underneath my foundation. I don't know why my face is so red today. I go in with my LA color corrector in the shade, it's a peach. Color correct my dark spots a little bit, and while that dries, I'm going to do my concealer. I'm going to use the Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I'm going to use a brush for that. This is the AOA Studios E103. I think this is a great concealer brush. I don't know what it's supposed to be for, but I rarely use brushes for what they're supposed to be for. I've just noticed in the last couple of months that my under eyes are getting a little crepey, like more so. And then I'm going in with my sponge. I'm going into my foundation, and I'm just really tapping that out. And then just pressing all of that into the skin. Okay, got the foundations done. Going in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour Wand. This is in the shade Medium Tan. This dries down very quickly. So I usually will do just one side at a time, or do my cheekbones first. And then I will do my jawline. I see some crazy contours on TikTok. I'm like, that's a lot of product. You know, what's good for young skin is not always good for mature skin. I find that to be the case most times. Bronzer. I'm not going to do a cream. Yeah, I am. I'm going to do a cream bronzer today. I do a cream bronzer every day. And I love it. I love it. This is the Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer. And this is in the shade Light. And look at that. Look at that. When this is gone, I'm going to use this packaging to depot my e.l.f. putty bronzers, because I hate the little jars that they're in. I can't get my brush in it. And melt it back down. What is that? I don't like that window back there. Yeah, I'm also switching, when I paint, I'm also switching the room around. Because I don't like that window back there if for some reason I actually want to film when it's daylight. I'm using my Beauty Crop Vitamin Bank. Look, you guys. Look. Do you see that pan? That happened yesterday. I was so excited. I did not even know that I was even close to hitting pan. I do use this quite a bit. This is one of the few items that I kept from my Slay Glam boxes. I kept all my palettes because they're Rashbi palettes and they're really nice. But all the other stuff that came in those boxes was just not great quality. I don't think. I know people that get the boxes swear by them. I was not a fan. I was not a fan. I just have my copacetic. That's all I have. That's all I have. I'm going to powder my under eye. I'm going to use the NARS Light Reflecting powder. I think I must have got this. I either got this in a Busy Beauty box or an Ipsy or a Boxy. I don't know where I got it. It doesn't seem to settle in my lines. I'm using the e.l.f. Primer Infused in Always Rosy. This is in my deck of panning. This was my OG for like ever. This was the only blush I had before I started my channel. I had this one and I had a blush from the Balm. I like this because it is very, even though it looks very mauvey, it's very mauvey, like neutral. So you can go cool with it or warm with it. And I like that. It's very versatile. And then I am going to use this Pure Nude. This is Essence Pure Nude. It's coming off, but this is in the shade Goldie Cassis. And it's like a blush lighter. It's so pretty. It's so flippin' pretty. Because my look is a little cooler. I'm going to put this on there to cool it down a little bit. Gosh, I don't even know if I don't even think I need highlighter now. Dang it. Maybe I'll use a little. Maybe I'll use a little highlighter. How about that? Okay, I am going to take this Avon. It's called Transparent Glow. If you're familiar with Bare Minerals and you know you have the Mineral Veil, this is the same thing. I'm trying to finish it because it is so old. It doesn't smell, but I know it's old. Let's do brows. I'm using 2 brow shades, and there's a reason for this. This Rust palette is in my Pan Those Eyeshadows, and it's this shade right here is the one I have to use 10 times. And it's a little too dark for my complete, like my whole brow, but I use it on the outer part of my brows because I do like those a little darker. So I use it for that. I was not excited when that shade came in. And then I use this shade right here in the front part. Oh yeah, this is going to be another long video. My last get ready with me was 45 minutes. And I'm like, what do I have to say for 45 minutes? And there's like, and that's editing it down. Brows are done. I'm going in to Tightline with my LA Girl Glide. This is the only black eyeliner I've been using because I'm trying to finish him up. He's just little. Like, he's almost there. There's probably, I don't know how much more product is in it. But I do love it, and I will repurchase this at some point. I will. All right, I'm going to use, in my waterline, I'm going to use my Araceli Ojos Perfectos, and this is in the shade Rose Gold. There was something I wanted to do before I did my mascara. Oh, I want to go underneath my eye. I'm going to take the shade for Granite, which is this shade right here. And I'm going to put that underneath my eye. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and blend it out. And then we're going to do an inner corner. And we're going to go into So Fine, which is this shade right here. It's very light pink. Okay, now we're going to do lips. I'm going to use this Colourpop. There we go. I'm going in with this Colourpop lip liner in the shade Ashton. It is a very, very cool taupe. You know, there are a couple of liners that I have used up this year that I miss very much that I have not repurchased. And then, speaking of repurchasing, spoiler for my makeup rehab that's coming out. I don't know if you've seen it or not because I don't know when this is going up. But I used up an entire Maybelline Superstay Ink crayon in the shade Talk the Talk, and they discontinued that shade. And this is called Trust Your Gut. It's the same shade. And I was super excited. Also, I have a shopping vlog when I bought this. But I don't know if you've seen that yet either. Because I'm just filming because I wanted to film and get ready with me. I don't know when it's actually going up. It's just a beautiful, neutral, pinky nude. I love it. They better not ever discontinue this. I'm going to be pissed. Alright, I'm going in with my Essence Lash Princess. I've lost two mascaras. I've lost them. Like, I just used them yesterday or the day before. And I just bought one. Oh, that might still be in the bag. Because I bought it when I bought the other. Gotcha. I bought it when I bought the ink crayon. Yeah, my Ulta New Heights mascara. Like, it's not done, I don't think. I just used it. I just freaking used it like 2 days ago. Guys, I lost a palette the other day. When I was doing my palette roundup, whatever, it was right up there. I looked up there 4 times. Wasn't there. I have menopause brain so bad. Like, it's a thing. That is a thing. And then for my second 2 coats, I'm going to use the Stila Huge Lash. I did get these on sale at Ulta on Black Friday for $12. So that's a freaking deal. As I'm filming this, the 21 Days of Beauty is going on. And it's already all bad for me. It's already all bad. I mean, not terrible, but I am partaking. I am. My makeup rehab this month is going to be a giant shit show. So, stay tuned for that. I think I am going to put on a little bit of highlighter. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild You Glow Girl. They no longer have this, but they no longer make it, but they're on Amazon. I do have a link down below. I think it still works. I'll look and see. For a pinky. It's a pinky. It's so pretty. I'm just putting a little bit on because a little bit of this goes a long way, which is why I still have some. But I really would like to know how much is left. Like, I think this is opaque, so I don't know how much is actually left. Maybe I should keep it on its side and see if it settles. I don't know. I love it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep it on its side and see if it settles. I may have to take the sifter out and just to see. Because I'm nosy. I always want to see. Okay, had to floof the hair. You guys, I love this palette so much. It's just such a pretty, muted goodness. She's just beautiful. Freaking love her. I'm going to show her to you again. This is what we used. This, some shades in this line, some shades in this line, and then we used that for my all over lid shade. But we just stuck to these two shades. I mean, you could do one line and do a complete look with it. I highly recommend. I mean, I think $32 is not a bad price at all. However, if it's still a little too steep for you, because, you know, it's a little too steep for me. That's why I haven't bought any more of the Mega palettes, because I don't want to pay $32 for it. But when you catch a 30% off sale, which is pretty regularly, I highly recommend it. It's just, the formula is so good. It's such a nice formula. And, you know, some people don't like Colourpop, and that's fine. Colourpop is not all created equally. There are some Colourpop palettes that are not good. I've had them. I've decluttered them. I didn't like them. But this is one of the, I think this formula is just so, oh, it's just so good. It just feels like luxury. It does. It feels like luxury. So, if you can, I love that there's no glitters, but there are some sequined mattes. But this is a sequined matte. Is it a sequined matte? Oh, no. This is a sequined matte. This is a sequined matte. And this is a sequin matte. But I've found that the sequin mattes, like, once you dip into them and then tap your brush off, there's no glitter on them at all. It's so finely milled. I love it. I can't say enough. I can't. You guys know. You guys know my love affair with this beautiful palette. You guys, thank you so much for joining me today for my Get Ready With Me. I really appreciate you being here. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.